get started.
Where do I go?
We will, yeah, we'll get there all together. I'll make sure you guys.
Can I grab some water quickly?
Yep, water quick. You guys get.
Okay.
5,
And not
4,
right?
3, 2. You better hurry.
Wasn't that guy amazing? First of all, right from the get-go, he goes, I hope I don't bump, because you know what happened last time. I'm like,
I know, I got goosebumps
oh my
the whole
God,
time.
I know. He just...
Will's always got some good videos. All right. If you can, if you got a moment, I do just have a sign-in sheet here, so if I have any follow-ups with you guys, I know you guys because you're my Pleasanton agents, but just so I have record of who's here, and then if I need to send you anything afterwards. Yeah, Suzanne's coming. I'll get another chair.
I could sit in the back. I'm not going to take notes, so I'm just going to sit in the back.
You're just going to watch? Okay. I'll grab one more chair.
Somebody's in my seat.
No, I know. I'm going to move my butt over.
You can sit here. I'll sit in the...
She's going to go get
I put my stuff in here.
I know you did. But I was going to write on your thing.
I didn't bring any paper to write on, just my.
No, that's what I mean. I was going to write on
the
my
office. Okay, the chairs. Okay.
I'm going to sit in your chair.
All right. So who's moving?
There's one more chair.
I'm moving over.
Here, take this one.
I
I'll
need a
take that
table
back.
for my coffee.
It's not that.
Thank you.
Are we supposed to have our computer?
No.
You can.
I mean, you can.
It depends on how you like to learn.
Hey guys, take this. I'll get one another one.
I just want
I
to
got my pamphlet
Oh,
stuck.
yeah, if
I'll
possible.
go. Just take it back there and I'll...
Susan, would you want to throw your name in here?
And what is that?
That's for attendance.
Could you
So she has attendance.
pass me a piece of paper? Okay. So just so you guys know, I have to videotape myself so I can critique myself
aren't you
and all
just
that
so
stuff
fabulous?
after. So you are being videotaped. If any of you have any issues with that, just let me know. It's
Don't
not
put it
going
on
anywhere.
Facebook.
No, it's not going on Facebook. It's just for me and my manager. So just
Yeah, you're
Where's the camera?
You're in that
Where's the
video.
camera?
it's right there.
Wait, I wanted to go on Instagram so I get press, you know, in attendance was.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, thank you guys for coming. I just phones silent. If you need to take a call, totally understandable, but please exit the room. Today we're going to go over Intouch, and we're going to go over our website maintenance. Okay, so we're just going to look at our accounts. We're going to kind of walk through how to edit that and update it if we need to, and then we're going to jump right into editing the pages, adding communities, adding analytics if you're using Google AdWords or Facebook, and then it's where we can find our help and training tools. So,
Can I ask a question that's off everything? This to put on our email, can you show us how to do that?
not today,
But that's
I do
something
have,
you can
yeah,
show
you'll
us.
keep an eye out for Prospect Square class.
That's what it's called?
Correct, yeah.
How do you think, right?
Sit down now.
Yeah, I am teaching Prospect Square class in Walnut Creek. I'll send out an announcement once we get a little bit closer, but it's Monday the 30th if you guys want to join.
Oh, okay.
All right, so where are we? What is this screen?
CB desk.
My
our
CB
desk.
desk, beautiful. So your Intouch is, who can tell me what Intouch is for us? There's a couple of things we get in Intouch with our Intouch.
Our
Email
CRM
mark-
system.
CRM, beautiful. What else?
Email marketing.
Email marketing. Yep. What else is in there?
website.
Beautiful. Are you guys reading it?
Yep.
And then there's some print materials that are there too for you.
Yeah, I was just going to say I just did a farm from there.
Beautiful. So
Really?
yeah, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
So we are gonna you will just click on this tile here. I'm gonna, to save us a little bit of time, I've already jumped into Will. So the very first page that we're brought to, it's kind of our home page. What you're gonna see here is new contacts and then upcoming reminders. So if you're setting reminders for yourself to contact a client, to give them a call, to maybe reach out to them, see if you can get a cup of coffee, that's where it's gonna show up here. I would definitely, if you guys are not, or feel like you could use some skills with the CRM process of the Intouch, I will be having a class on that later.
What does that mean?
That's your customer management.
Customer?
I think relations
Because
management.
like
Customer.
I put reminders and then I ignore them.
Yeah.
So I need some help. Can it slap me? You know, like, okay.
They
you
will
know, just-
show up right here for you guys,
I
okay?
know, but I ignore them. It's so bad.
So the very first thing we want to always look at in any of the tools that we're in is what our account information says. And how you access that is just right up here in the right hand corner, click on account and then my account. And you're brought to this page here. You want to just run through the information that's available there. Make sure your license number is correct. Make sure that the phone numbers are as you'd like them listed. We also have our website here, our email, and our external email. Okay, and that's what's going to show on any of your marketing pieces. If you have a tagline or a call to action, you can add that here. Your marketing website should probably, which is your CB Intouch one, is going to automatically populate in there. But if you do want to edit any of that information, you just click on the edit button, change it, and save. Down below is our social media links. You can just go ahead and add or edit those. If you want to add them, they're going to show up on your marketing pieces and on your website. And then our website image and our marketing image, we do kind of recommend that these two are the same. You don't want multiple pictures of yourself out there or multiple maybe logos that are out there because you're branding yourself. So if they recognize your face over and over again, that's kind of the goal. Okay, and then the update logo here, if you click on this, you're not going to be able to do it. It's populated for you. It's not editable. Office info, same thing. We just want to make sure that our office info is coming over correctly. This is a really good one to take a look at. This is those activity alerts. So if you are, and I'm going to just shut the door real quick, but, oh, thank you. If you are setting up alerts for yourself, this is where you can determine how you'd like to receive those alerts. Do I want to have them texted to me? Do I want to have them emailed to me? Do I want both? And you can just click or turn off whichever one you do not want. The other thing is too that you want to make sure this is your cell phone number if you're clicking on texts, because you won't get a text to your landline if that's the number that's populated there.
Text from what?
Alerts for yourself.
So I have a question.
Emails?
Okay, so something went out. I guess it was the pan or whatever the prospect
New
script.
Banner. Mm-hmm.
So when somebody just opens my, reads my thing, it tells me it's got an alert that somebody's searching, browsing my website.
Right,
Yeah.
somebody's browsing.
Right, but they're not really browsing my website. They're just reading my article.
Well, from what I understand, if you actually receive an alert that says they're on your website, they're on your website.
Because I did it a test to myself, and I was just reading it, and it says Lydia Viteri is on your website, browsing your website, and I go, I'm just reading the material, the things that went out.
It doesn't really say they're looking at listings. It just says they're on your website.
They're browsing your website. So I'm just curious why that is, because it's confusing. Because when I confronted the person, because they're in my car, and I thought, yes, I got one, because he's got 16 cars, he's moving. He just says, oh, I just know you through your emails, and he was just looking at my.
If
That
you
would
wouldn't
be
mind,
nice.
just send me that one,
okay.
and I'll take a look into.
Yeah, because I mean,
I'll
because
look
it was
into
kind
it.
of like, oh,
I think
I got all excited.
Yeah.
I've had that too,
where it's
I
like they're
say
not
it's
actually browsing your website,
browsing,
but
and
you're
it's just me doing something.
okay. So the next thing that you want to make sure you take a look at is your MLS setup. Now this should have been done for you guys when you came on board. You filled out an IDX form that was approved through Bay East or your MLS, and then we add in your agent ID and our office ID. If for some reason you don't see anything approved on there or you don't see your number in there anywhere, make sure you reach out to me or whoever the new SSA is so that we can get that done for you.
So mine says MetroList Services. It says Agent Review Instructions, and it's not. It doesn't say approved.
Do you have another one in there?
Yeah, I have Bridge MLS
Okay.
approved and MLS listings.
And you
approved.
have the number next to that, your MLS ID?
Only for the MLS listings.
Yeah. Do you have a MetroList account? Are you a member of MetroList?
No.
Okay, so
So
you
is that
want,
why?
yeah.
If I'm a MetroList Pro, co-op key, will it show as a member or not really?
I don't think so. I
Okay,
think you're
okay.
just, yeah, that's
I'm
still
just
through
like a-
Paragon. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
And then orders, we can really ignore this. We don't want you guys necessarily to order any print items through through the system. And we've had issues where you order things and they don't show up.
Oh,
So yeah,
I could
so
add to that.
Intouch is not where you want to be doing any of your print ordering from. Okay, and then manage your mobile device. Yep. Sorry, it's a little hard for me to see.
I know.
Email settings. You want to, I wouldn't spend too much time with this. Most of the email templates already have a signature line included in it, but you do want to make sure your information is correct. That way, if you respond to somebody through this system, they'll have, you'll have your email signature in there. Okay. And then,
So, and it will pull up an Intouch email as opposed to your regular email. Can you change that?
no.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
because of the customer management, you want it to be internal in this Intouch system. Okay. I mean, I know that that's difficult to do because you're checking your emails and your correspondence. You don't want to have to log into
Exactly.
Intouch to send an email back to that person, but it does keep a good record of it for you.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so if you don't talk to somebody or don't email or touch base with somebody for 6 months and can't remember what the last touch was, that's going to be in all the activities for that person. You can kind of go back through. It's a real quick way to see where
So
you're at.
somebody could email you and you don't know it if you're not checking in here.
No, it'll pop up.
Yeah, you'll receive an email.
Oh, you'll get an
notifying
alert.
you,
But that's
you
all
need
you'll get is an
Yeah,
alert.
you need to log into
And then go
Intouch
in and
and then
see.
email them back. Correct. Okay. Quick text. This is kind of something if you have quick text or something that you want to just real quick respond to the client with. You don't want to have to rewrite the same email over and over again. We do have options there.
And you've got templates.
And you got templates. Okay, so you can kind of go in and personalize each of those and save them. Okay. All right, so let's hop right in. Do we have any questions on the account? Just kind of an overview.
This is just beautiful. I was about to pay someone for digital marketing.
So
And you already have it.
yeah, and you've already got it. You're already paying for it. So from that same tab at the top account, this is how we're going to access and maintain our websites. Right now, it's populated with, you guys have all seen this one. This is pretty much a generic theme, I guess you could say, for your website. But you do, even if you're not pro, you do have a couple of options to choose from. So if the layout, and we're just looking at the layout here.
Right, where the things appear.
Exactly. So your face is at the bottom here, logo at the top as opposed to in the middle with the logo at the top and down below.
Where's your face?
Yeah, it's down below, and then right
There's
here,
your face.
and same thing with the blue banner in the back. What's really neat and new, relatively new, is that we used to just have about 5 colors that we could choose from for our theme. We can actually go in and adjust the colors for the theme now.
Nice.
So if you wanted a darker or lighter, maybe. Please don't do hot pink, but you could do hot pink if you wanted to. Okay. So there
Probably
are
not good.
yeah, there are options to change that there. Just as an example, and I do have Will's pulled up, but Joseph Gomez, and I've worked on his since they made that update, and we just went with a little bit darker, cleaner look at the top with the blue.
Nice.
And a nice background photo
It's
there.
very clean.
Okay. So you do have some really neat ways to personalize your homepage of your website. Now, where am I? Here we go. Okay. Down below, we can change the header font if we'd like to, which is this font right here. And it'll give you a preview of what that's going to look like there. If you do make any changes, just want to save at the bottom. There's also a real easy way right here to view your website. Anytime you're doing website maintenance for yourself, I would suggest opening a tab with your live website and then the background, so that any changes you make, you go and look automatically at the live site.
Okay.
Make sure that they're coming through correctly. Okay. Next thing we're going to look at is our site images. So right now I have Will's queued up. Will's has got his more towards recruiting agents and our core 4 tools that we have here: coaching to confidence, wealth builder, culture of awesomeness, and production power. So those are all videos on there for him. But he wanted to do golf theme background, and we changed his banner at the top here to gray. So you can change and edit the banners here. I would make sure that you are using non-copyrighted stock photos. You don't want to throw up anything on there that's owned by anyone else. There are multiple websites out there that you can go to kind of look up different stock photos. I like Unsplash. I think most of you guys have heard me say that before, but unsplash.com is somewhere that you can kind of scroll. Unsplash, yep. UNSPLASH.com, and they have a lot of photos. And I'll show you just real quick. We can pull it up.
You have to sign in. There's a sign in.
Okay, so if I wanted, say I wanted a tree house.
Nice.
Couple different options for
That would
tree
be
houses.
funny right
Yeah.
there, this one.
You do want to keep in mind though that you have a format here on the, it's got to be landscape as opposed to portrait, and what's going to be is it the focus dead center here because it's going to end up behind your search bar there. But you do have a lot of them, and if you're having any issues uploading the photo, go ahead and reach out to either me or the SSA when they do hire one, and they can help you reformat that.
And we can post any picture, like Coco Backer doesn't have any kind of thing, where like let's say we have a cute puppy playing in front of your own home. Right,
Yeah.
okay, you can do that.
You want to
Yeah.
attract
Yeah.
people.
The SSA, is that our new guy? Is that his title? You said check with the SSA?
Yeah, sales support administrator. That would be the new marketing coordinator. That
comes here.
That's that guy.
No, there's no.
He's-
We don't have
he's
a
a
sales
sales
support
trainer.
Oh, so there's
administrator
nobody
right now.
There's nobody, there's an empty seat.
How do you add the videos or?
We're gonna get there.
Oh, and that
Yeah.
video. Okay.
No problem. So that's just our website images, and then of course update logo. You don't need to worry about any of that there. If we want to make actual changes to the page itself, this is where we're going to do so. So on pages, and this just recently was updated. It's a lot more user friendly. You can click into my home page. What do I want to do with it? Do I want to rename that tab at the top? Do I want to edit the page? And I can also adjust my search engine optimization settings, or I can take a look at the page. For the purposes of this training, we're going to go ahead and just click on edit. So as you can see, everything that's on Will's page here is on what we can edit here. All right. So how do we add the photo that we see here, and how do we add the video that we see here?
Yeah.
Very first thing we want to do is, and this is a little confusing, but bear with me, adding video is a lot easier than adding photos. Okay, so say I know, it does not make sense.
Well, it's good because they're trying to drive us towards that.
Correct, yeah. So if I wanted to add an image to my website, I actually need to go to my marketing center first.
Marketing center up at the top.
Okay, and over here on the left hand side, I'm going to click into my images. Okay, so for me to add this image to my website, I have to save this image into Intouch. And so for that, what we're going to do is we're just going to go in and we click on upload. Say we found the photo that we want to use from Unsplash. We save it to our computer and then we upload it into Intouch. Select files just as you would with any kind of platform that's similar to this. Even your MLS is, putting your photos into
It's over here somewhere.
Yeah, so cancel that. You can just upload image right here.
So why is the video easier than the picture?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah, just process-wise.
Okay.
It's not,
There's not many steps.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Once I've uploaded the photo, I'm going to click onto it. And then what I want to do is right-click on that photo, and I have a few different options here. I want to copy this image's address. That means I want to copy where it's saved on my Intouch. Does that make sense?
Not to me.
Oh,
Okay, so don't make it make sense. This is all you have to do. Copy image address.
Right. You don't need to. You don't need to understand it.
You've
Just do
uploaded
it.
it. Cool. Now scroll to the
If
bottom.
you want to do the image, this is what you do.
Okay.
on this.
You
yeah.
don't need to
And
know how to
then
make the
upload.
watch, just what time is it?
Just wear it.
Yeah, just wear it.
Beautiful. Now close out of that.
Okay.
That's the best
Click
way
on
to
the
deal
photo.
with technology.
Step by step.
Right,
Yep.
just do what you need to get done.
Right click on
'Cause
it.
that's why they have IT people to understand that crap.
So you
Can't,
copy
then you
image?
go help
No.
Copy image
Yeah,
address.
exactly.
Okay, so once we've copied the image address, we're gonna close out of here and return back to the website. We're gonna go back to our pages. We're gonna choose the page that we wanna add that image to.
Like, how did you get back to the website? Just the.
Just
So
go
there,
through the
right
same streets you would to open account,
Oh.
and then click on website.
All this is in the tile of One Touch, Intouch.
Okay, and then home.
Uh-huh. No, I want you to click on pages,
Pages on the left,
Pages.
on the left.
Okay.
and
And
then
then
choose which page.
home page.
This is each of the pages on your website. You can choose any of them, whichever one you want to add the image to. Click on edit page. Okay. So if I wanted to add that image right there, I just place my cursor where I'd like it to be added, and then click on this guy right here. It looks like a little picture, and then I'm going to paste that that address. Okay, exactly, into source.
Okay.
And then click on OK.
Do you have to do the image description or can you leave it blank?
You can leave it all blank.
Okay.
I just paste it on that sheet itself, like,
Yeah, take it out of there.
oh, it's not there? Oh,
Yeah, take it out of there. Okay, and then click on the little photo.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's because you're really
tricky.
doing language.
Yeah.
Behind all this is a
Exactly.
bunch
You don't
of.
have to delete that picture though, you just put it over it, right?
No, yeah, once you put it in, you can get rid of it real easy, and I'll show you guys that too. So once we've pasted the
Source.
code or the address for the image, we're gonna just click OK, and then there's that image.
So
Okay.
this popped up on my
Yes,
homepage.
yeah.
So that's one of the things that's already on my homepage.
That's
is that
correct.
what
Yeah,
it is?
that
Okay.
is corporate has created some
Uh-huh.
just dialogue and verbiage for each
Oh,
of your
okay.
websites.
Okay.
It's the same for each of them.
Okay.
And that's just so you don't show up with a blank website
Right, okay,
right off the
I'm
bat.
gonna use that
Okay,
website.
and then just
for, you know,
insert edit
writer
image.
to change that because everybody's is like
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I assumed it would have popped right on top of that other picture.
No,
Well, that's
because
where she
that's where I
placed her
placed my
cursor.
cursor.
Okay.
But it
Okay.
would if
She
you.
could have done it.
Yes.
You can't resize it.
You can. So that's another thing. So once I've put it in here, say it's a little bit small, I need to make it bigger. Right now we've got dimensions. This is gonna auto constrain it. So if
she's
you
not
put
looking
in,
at you. See where
I'm
you
sorry.
have to
No, no, I
change.
saw it.
Oh, I know,
I-
but you can't just change it by pulling it out.
no,
You have to
you wanna
change
highlight the image itself.
Yeah, I did that.
Click on the edit image,
and then change
and
it.
then you can change your dimensions
I
here.
love cropping.
I know.
All
just-
right, so we're just gonna hit 500. It's gonna automatically give me the correct dimensions for that photo, and then I can resize it that way.
So paste on the source, the line that says
Yeah.
source.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
This is hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I did not, and
Needs
if it is at that
instructions.
level, and it's just something as easy as,
Maybe a
as
written
adding,
instruction.
we have, and I'm gonna show you where all those are too. But,
Okay.
and I am going a little fast because we ran so late in the sales meeting, so bear with me. But the images and the videos, I'm gonna also show you guys where you can go in and watch videos later on, little tutorials, and then step-by-steps as well. So don't fret, and if it's really driving you nuts, I can help you out with images, okay? So, if I wanted to get rid of it, same thing, I'm gonna highlight it and just click on delete, and there it is, it's gone again, okay? Any questions on that? Nope.
Yes.
And if you deleted it by accident, is there a way to quickly get it back?
Yeah, it's still in your marketing center.
Okay.
You've saved it
Okay,
there, so
you
you just
saved
go
it,
back
okay.
to your marketing center and find that
Because you
again.
know that.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yep.
So when we put the picture in,
Mhm.
like in that little
Oh,
box,
that's
right?
good. Yep.
And then it said, write your text you wanted. So I wrote some text on it, right? And it doesn't show.
Yeah,
So,
it's not gonna be, you'll not be able to write text on top of the image itself. That's just to describe that image. Okay.
That's gonna be design concierge.
I know, right?
Exactly. If I want to add a video, it's a lot simpler process than going back and forth between my marketing center and on here. What I do is I'm just gonna find the video that I want to add on YouTube. We do have At Home Northern California, which you can add the commercials if you want to, but we also have a Coldwell Banker channel that is available for you.
If you want an insider's look at the
And you
current
can
real
kind
estate
of,
market,
scroll through YouTube, and if you find something that you really like, you can add it on there onto your website. You can also take a video introducing yourself
And create your own
include-
YouTube channel.
Exactly. And if that's something that you need some guidance through creating, I can
You're
help
gonna
you
do
with
a
that.
class, right?
I am going to do a
Yeah.
class on that.
We're gonna videotape each other.
But I also wanted to just real quick, I'll show you. It was as easy as setting up a half-hour meeting with me. Emily Lynn came in and did hers when she came on, and we just sat in this this room here and took a video real quickly and added it to her homepage.
Yeah, we went through this before. It's cute.
So
Let's do that. Let's all do that.
That's what I told her.
Right.
She's
It's
gonna do
always
a class.
exciting to help people find their perfect home in the
Good.
Tri-Valley area.
I want to
When it's time for you to buy
So
or
just
sell
as
your
an
next home,
example of all the things that you can do there, but in the interest of kind of finding you guys a video to add, we'll just go ahead and click on this guy here,
Yeah.
whatever this is. This is Project North Star.
I like the music in the meeting.
Coldwell Banker
Correct.
channel.
Yes. Yeah. And there's lots of stuff there for you. In order to add this video to your website, what I want you guys to do is go back down to the very bottom here and click on share.
So I on the video and then share.
Okay.
Share down.
At the top, you have a few different options here. What we want to do is get the embedded code for
First one.
that's at the very top. We're gonna click on that for this video, and we're gonna highlight and copy everything in that link that's there. We're gonna go back to the page that we want to add this to, and I'm gonna go ahead and click on source code here.
Click on what?
It's called source code. It's at the very top of that page edit.
Okay.
Once we've clicked on that, we can see kind of the background, the actual coding for this page itself.
Thank God we don't have to do that.
Oh my
Source
God.
code? Okay.
Okay, so I'm not going to get too much into this, but if you wanted to, let me show you real quick. If you wanted to know specifically where you're going to be putting that video, I would put a big gap in here first, and then click on source code, and I'll show you why. Those are all the enters. That's all the enters I just put in there. Okay, so if I wanted it to go in between there, that way I really know that that's where it's going to go. And I'm going to click right in here.
And then
And then
copy
add
and
that,
paste.
yeah, and then paste that source code.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay?
Oh wow. So you're kind of guessing. Right?
You can, but then when you go back onto the page, that way you're putting it in the right spot.
Such a low-tech way of doing such a high-tech stuff.
I know, because I believe
So
me,
are
there's a
you
lot
just
behind it.
pasting it now?
I did just paste it in there, and now it's on his website. I'm not sure why it's not.
Why it's not in the middle? Can you adjust it when you go up onto the center?
It might have been what I did.
Oh yeah, it's there.
Can you go there though? Oh, it just adjusted everything.
I don't see why you can't just put your mouse there and put pause.
Oh no, the
If I
spacing,
did
the
that-
spacing
Because
works.
there's coding behind it.
Yeah,
The
it's
spacing works.
When
Yeah.
you're on a website, it's all coding. That's why people charge the big bucks for websites.
So once you add the source code into it and add your photo or your video, then you just click on save.
It's a language.
And
It's a language.
and it'll show up, and that's when you want to, like I explained, have your website live and open. But you
Gotcha.
do want to refresh the browser anytime you make a change, so that that change will actually show and populate there.
And you can have multiple videos.
You can have multiple videos. Yeah, on Will's I've got 4 on his homepage there. So so that is adding images and adding video to our website.
And the reason he's got videos is because it comes up higher for him to pop up when people type in. his name. I mean, he comes up higher as a search engine because of the videos. That's what we want.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
our website.
There's a couple of things behind that.
Oh, by the way, you said you can change your SEO.
That's correct. Yeah. So we'll
let's
touch base
do it.
on this right
Okay,
now. On each of the different tabs, you will be able to change your search engine optimization and your meta description. Now, what that is if any of you have ever typed into Google anything, you know, like real estate Tri-Valley, okay? What's going to show up in your search is anything with those keywords in it. That's what you want your SEO title to include, is that bolded, highlighted part. Should be short, quaint, and precise.
And you pulled that up under search engine.
Yeah, that's this right here. Okay, so this will kind of give you a little, your SEO title is typically displayed as the name of the page in the search engine results and is important for your SEO rating. So the better or the more precise or the higher you're going to come up in each of those searches is how precisely you were the keyword that person was looking for.
How many could you put in? Does it have to be a sentence? Could you just put
No,
words?
you do not want to put a sentence in there. I
So
would
just
minimize it from 5 to 10 words max.
Words.
So like
Okay, so that
Pleasanton.
has to do with when somebody goes into Google
Yep.
and searches for whatever,
Correct.
how your thing pops up.
Exactly.
Can you just put realtor in general, like realtor, and then put Pleasanton?
It's too generic, I would think.
Yeah, that might not be as specific. You want precise. So if this is my
Pleasanton,
homepage,
Realtor.
I put, you know,
Dublin.
if this is my homepage, I would put Susan Gladjo, Realtor, Tri-Valley, or something along those lines.
And maybe name some, Pleasanton, Dublin, Tracy, whatever.
You can absolutely down here below, but for instance, Will's homepage is Fremont CA Homes and Real Estate, Coldwell Banker, and his meta description is Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage. Will help you find some home in Fremont. Contact us today. That's going to show up right below. So, for instance, we'll do one for fun.
Google me.
Yeah, I'm going to Google myself. I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's see. Let's say we want to look for a plumber in Pleasanton. Okay. SEO. So these are all paid. If you see this ad next to it, that's all paid. You can't do anything about that. But once we drop down here below, the 10 best plumbing in Pleasanton, so those had all of those words, and then down below is the first description that everybody's going to read. So that's what you want to think about when you're putting in that SEO.
So you can look and see what's there now.
SEO is the top.
No,
If you go to
Whatever,
pages,
yeah, like if it's just look.
and then when you click that edit or the page on the side here, it is an option on each of your pages. What
Can
you
you
want to
pull
put
one
in
of us
here.
up and see if it says
So what's the
anything?
meta description?
Meta description's right down here below.
Which?
Okay.
Oh.
Right there.
Exactly.
It works.
Pull my name up. 'Cause
Yeah,
it-
Oh,
yeah.
so if
You'll
when
see like 5.
okay,
Pull
so when
Lydia up
mine
and see.
pops up,
Yeah.
that description is gonna pop up with my name.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it.
Because like watch what.
Let's
Just
do
put
Lydia.
put my name in there because I've done this before, and it's interesting because other people show up under my name.
There we go.
Real estate agent, Pleasanton, Cold, and there's our picture.
And there's a lot of pictures, and then there's
Look
images.
what you did. You did that all right.
Well, no, it just because I actually have posted those, they just populate under Google.
So you have put those on
And
your
you see how many pages I
website
have?
or on Facebook?
No, I post them everywhere, but I mean, Google just pulls it up. But look how many pages I have. If you look at so if you go all the way to
10
the 10th,
pages?
it'll still say Lydia Viteri. Sometimes it's somebody else's website because they use my photos. You know what I mean? Like they use my photos.
I have
Anyway,
somebody
so-
that has my name, who's a professor
Oh.
back east.
Oh,
She
well.
pops up sometimes.
I don't mean to cut you guys short on that,
No.
but I do want to get to the next part here with this our community served.
yeah.
Okay. And real quickly, you're going to click on the community served here. And to add a community, very easy, add community. Okay. We can name the community. Now this can be any name that you want. If you want to include all of the Tri-Valley together, you can do so. If you wanted to just do cities, you could do so. If you wanted to do even smaller and say you had like just a zip code within a city, you could do so here. There are a couple things you want to think about though. When you put into your, say we want to do Pleasanton. When you add an area, if you add the area by its name, you're going to have a different showing on that communities page than if you were to actually add the zip codes themselves, and I'll show you some.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so say we wanted to add Pleasanton to Will's page here. We can put in a little description, and then we want to just adjust where that is actually showing up on our map. Make sure we're actually in Pleasanton. Which we are not.
Oh, and you can adjust it. I didn't realize you could. Okay.
And you do want to do that because it's going to pop
Adjust
up.
on the map.
Adjust.
Oh, that map is gonna
Adjust
pop up?
on the
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. It's going to be on the page.
You mean on the website, right?
Yeah, on your website page for that. And I'm still not even far enough over. Okay, here we go. Pleasanton. Okay. You can also add in the market reports here. You can add in, links to local schools. You can add a lot of different information in here. You can add imagery just as we did with the homepage. You can add that here. If you have a cool video that's about Pleasanton, you can also add that there. We can put in our SEO title and our meta description again, and then save. Now, since we're just using these zip codes, on Will's website, it is actually going to, I gotta close these, hold on. So I'm getting confused. Okay, if we go to Will's communities served, each of the different communities that we are gonna include is gonna be populated here, but the Pleasanton one that we just added, because we only went with the zip code, is also going to include the market trends for Pleasanton. So if you do a search or you add a community using its name or I guess just the city name and things like that, it's not going to give you that market trends. Okay?
So can we put in multiple?
You can put in multiple and it'll include all of them there, but you do want to use the zip code. Okay.
So zip code.
If you want the market trend report
Nice.
So
to
then
show
it'll
up.
show like one zip code, and then it'll show the next zip
Let's
code
go. Let's
on the
try
same
it.
page?
Let's give it a.
Okay.
Let's give it a
Yeah,
shot.
let's
See
get
here.
you.
So since we did Pleasanton, if I
Well, look
wanted
what he
to
did with
add to
Fremont.
it, I click on edit over here, and say we want to do 94588. We're gonna add that other zip code. Okay. Scroll all the way to the bottom and click save.
And
Come back to his page here and refresh our browser. And let's see what we've got.
connect to the page and then refresh.
Okay. So
I'm not gonna remember it all.
Doesn't
I don't.
you will? It's not.
Did it change at all?
I
No.
don't see.
Number of listings for Pleasanton.
So maybe it can only be
Yeah, it
one.
changed.
It did change?
Did it?
Thanks. Okay, so the numbers themselves changed.
So then it'll include the bigger area because
it-
got it.
But
Okay.
you're
Six
not
before.
getting
Okay.
two different ones.
No, you're not gonna
but
get
it's
separate.
all
It's
of
just-
Pleasanton.
So if you wanted to,
if you
I
wanted to
see.
have a smaller community, then you'd have to have that zip code
Okay.
and just use
So
that
if you
one.
wanted Dublin,
But-
Pleasanton, Livermore, it'd be one.
and you
big old
can't
map.
make a different community page. Got it. Okay. It's
Okay.
gotta be just okay.
All right, so let's
But
hop
if you
back in.
did luxury homes or anything, that isn't gonna be a community, or I mean, do you know what I mean?
Just
Like
a zip, right?
just it needs to just be a zip code, not a class.
Yeah, I would go with the zip code. You can name it anything you'd like to,
Okay.
but you want to enter that zip code in there.
So it'll show.
Okay.
Well, that's
I'm
true.
gonna go
The
ahead,
community name
and
is
if I
good.
didn't, if I no longer wanted to include that, I'll just come over to the X button there and delete that community served. Okay. Partners, unless you are a pro Intouch user, you cannot edit your partners. Right now we have Guaranteed Rate and the Safe Homes, is it?
Yeah.
Daryl?
Yeah.
Who are going to populate depending on which theme website that you have.
How do we know if we're a pro?
You
You
pay
would
for
know.
it.
You
Yeah.
pay for it. Like me, I've got a website that's my name, So I have to have GoDaddy pointed, and I need Pro to do that, so I have to pay for that.
I have Network Solutions, that's something different.
I don't know.
So if you do have a pro account, you can add your partner. Say you like to work with a specific title
They
company.
charge you $175
Yeah.
a year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is it worth
I
that
know what
money?
that is.
If you
If
get
you
real
have a
good at
personalized,
InTouch,
you have
and
to
you,
use it.
yeah,
You have to do it
if you're
with
getting real good at
Now
InTouch, you're
we're
using
getting
it as your
included.
customer database, you're really utilizing it, then
Then
yeah,
there's
it might be an
analytics,
investment.
There's analytics and all that.
But I would suggest getting really good at what comes to you free first,
Yeah.
and then making a decision whether that's something that you want to look into.
Figure it out.
Exactly. Okay, recommendations. Your recommendations page is people can leave reviews for you
Yes,
and
and they
add
do.
them on there.
It says
Really?
page block.
You've
You know,
asked them?
my question though, yes, they actually found it, my client, I
Oh,
said, can
okay.
you give me, can you do a review for me? So she went on my website and found it, but I find that it doesn't put it on your front page like I want, so I copy and paste it and put it on the front.
Yeah, that's a good one. I
mean,
like
but
it.
yeah, because
You
it's
can
like, I don't-
rearrange now
people aren't gonna
where
go-
if you wanted your referrals page or to
Up
be
front?
the first one, you can actually do that now.
okay.
So on the pages page, and thank you for bringing that up, you can add a tab altogether. So if I wanted to add a brand new tab, it's not there, I could.
Okay.
Oh my
You have the
gosh.
ability to do so. However, please minimize that.
Mhm.
You don't, when you're looking at it on a phone or your iPad and you've got 15 tabs at the
Mm-hmm.
top, it's gonna roll off the page. So minimize how many you have on there. You can do a lot of wrapping around and linking certain pages back to other pages on your website.
So what would you
But if
put?
I wanted to move around these tiles, and bear with me because this is kind of the first time I've done this, but from what I understand, we can highlight and move
Oh, nice.
in which order we'd like them to be.
Yeah, and then you can, change the title, so
Correct.
it'll.
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. So if my referrals were something that I really, and Will's is on his about page, but if I wanted it to be
Up
about
there.
first, that's what I would do. Okay, so if that's where they're gonna land when they come to your website, that's where you would put it. Okay?
Cool, okay.
All right, and then you would just save those changes.
Good
And then-
question.
Yeah, very good question. And then last but not least in today's little coverage here, we do now have the ability to add Google Analytics and Facebook Pixel. What does that mean? Do you do Google AdWords or advertising with Google? If you do and you have an account set up with them, you can put in your information or your account number here and you'll have the analytics available for you in InTouch. So that means if you're running any ads and they're driving traffic to your website, you'll be able to track if that ad is working and going to your website now. Same thing with Facebook. If you're doing a Facebook boost, you can use your Facebook Pixel
okay.
ID right in here. And if you're driving traffic back to your account, you'll be able to kind of take a look at the analytics
good.
from
That
that as
sounds
well.
like another class.
If you're not using Google AdWord or advertising or Facebook Boost, then this won't really apply to you. But if you are, it's available to you guys now. And then before I let you guys all leave, I do want to just point out, and I like to point this out every time, this help button here is fantastic. I think that Market Leader or InTouch does a great job putting the training and support pieces together for you. If you have questions on anything we went over today, it's available for you in here. If you have questions on your marketing center, how to import your contacts, there are step-by-step, I guess, instructions there available to you. And then I would check out their webinars. If it's something you want to get into, as long as you're signed up for that webinar, you don't have to actually make it to it. They will send you a video of it afterwards. That way you can watch it on your own time. And this will keep you really up to date with any
So in other words,
updates
sign
or
up and
changes.
then you'll get it.
Webinars?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
And
Yep.
then watch later.
And
'Cause I
that's
do,
just
yeah.
in that help tab. Just click on that and get in there. And
I like that.
they've
Get in
made
there.
it really exactly. They've made it really easy. I think, from my opinion, I don't want to say it's easy, but I do think it's friendly.
Easier,
Yes,
yeah, it's
to
friendly.
really read through, and the instructions are great in there. So if I wanted to do a campaign, I'd click on campaign, and then I have all these, your basics, and then so on and so forth.
And so I just wanted to point out what you just shared with me. I did a campaign, you know, like how you do the holidays. Well, they came back and asked me to update my charge card, and she said, don't do it, because don't worry about it, just ignore it. Because I was almost going to go and update it.
Was the pro?
No, we don't want to order anything out of here.
Nothing.
No.
Order nothing.
And the only time you were going to give them any funds or any extra investment is to go
Didn't
pro.
realize it
Oh yeah.
for like a year. And then what's her name? Boone. She's so sweet. She showed me told me how to get a refund.
Leslie.
And then it took like 3 months to get it.
I've
but
heard that
still,
too. It's like 90
she
days.
was wonderful.
Thank you so much,
Thank
you guys.
you so
I
much.
appreciate it.
Okay. By the way, we will miss you, but you'll be here.
Here,
We
here.
won't miss you.
What days are you
that
going to
much.
be?